yet to play this map in an official. And that comes with certain advantages and disadvantages, right? The advantage being the opponent's not really going to know what you're going to bring to the table, other than maybe if they practiced against you and kind of saw what you were running. But they don't have any official film to go over and kind of see what you're doing. Whereas AKREW, they've played it twice. They're 1-1. Maybe TSM smells some blood in the water, thinks that there's a weakness there, and they feel like they can capitalize with, maybe they feel confident in what their practice has been on the map. And then we kind of see how the rest is going to play out. Icebox coming in by AKREW. Not too surprised to see that. AKREW has been playing Icebox pretty well over the course of the last few months. I mean, this roster's been together since basically November of last year, so they've had some reps on it. They've looked pretty good, and then Ascent will come in as our third map if it's required.
Well, we'll see what TSM has up their sleeve, because there are no instances in this tournament where they've played this map. Of course, right. Here on Fracture, we expect to see Breach coming into play, and that will be the case. Aleko, if you hear us call Leviathan, that's the same player, just different moniker. And this is what I was also wondering about. Wardell has played Chamber on every single map so far. That will also stay the case here, Dust. Your ability to use a fragment or a 0 point to scout out those locations like top B tower, right around A ropes, that should still serve the same purpose that you get from something like Arrays, with things like the paint shells, and the mobility obviously not going to be there because we've seen teams try to stack up those satchels. But we'll see how things unfold as we get into the pistol here. It will be a TSM, as mentioned, on the attack and looking to go A early.
Who's going to be there? We did see defense get aggressive on the dish side, but TSM pushed A main, so they kind of bypassed that aggression, and now AKREW's going to have to be on the retake here. It's a spike clearly planted.
First blood, though, for Sabrosa. Pancakes looking to challenge. Immediately traded, so 2 for 1 is the initial battle. As now the defense, largely stacked up towards drop, needs to find a way in. And I say that very dictatively because you still don't have a lot of room to work with, nor how are you going to plan to get through A halls. Neon first blood. Kipeki gets a double out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden what looked to be so good for TSM has completely been thwarted. It's Rossi for a 1v3. Nebula covering. No one on the defuse as of yet. The sentry turret providing a bit of a distraction. Long-range shots now need to come through. Second contestant is Neon. Trying to hold is Gucci. And now it's just down to, can you have enough bullets left to get through it? The answer, no. Gucci will have no problem finishing off this defuse.
Haven't seen much outside of that. And certainly Neon has some abilities that are pretty powerful. Like, she has her own stuns that she can add alongside the Breach to give you a lot of clearing capabilities. Also the speed that she can bring to the table with those abilities. Obviously her ult is absolutely ridiculous. For Neon to be the primary duelist, he's played a lot of Sky and other agents, but here on this map he's able to kind of unleash his duelist tendencies on a Neon and try to be one of those front runners of the team, as we are going to see. The defense this time looked to just play forward on A main. No dish pushes. Does seem like TSM went the A split.
First blood good for Sabrosa. It has immediately responded, so not a lot of gained from the first blood. Fight still lurking, but how about Corey just kind of sneaks through drop. Does find another elimination, which means Pancakes is by himself. A lot of utility to potentially spend, including the flashpoints and, more importantly, the delay of maybe an aftershock to come through, but the take is on. Help coming from Calm as he gets over towards Link. Up top, Pancakes good for the next elimination, and now Wardell, last one left, and he is left completely isolated and alone. The play through. Yeah, like Calm, longer angle. Just gets the peek. Would have had support if needed from Kenpeki, and AKREW start off their defense solidly. Yep. Got a lot of it just rolling through the pistol, but hey, the SMG gameplay also coming through, and that's something we...
And AKREW looking like they want to get proactive here on the arcade side of B, pushing the top side of the map. And again, this is typical. Defenses are usually going to pick something to push to get information early.
Calm was hoping for an early snake bite. Not really allowed to get that to delay the inevitable plant. Defense now trying to scramble and see what they want to do to retake here. You've got 2 defenders at B. They're going to be late to the party. 3 others are actually close and looking to contest very early on. Aftershock coming through. It's going to try to delay some of the pressure from the top side of the platform. Corey tagged down low. Paint shells will finish off Wardell. And now even behind that, even more concussions coming out as Neon tries to work forward. Kenpeki also in with the fast lane. The eliminations coming through so far, but time is starting to tick. There are the kills. Pancakes, Kenpeki combining for more. And now it's just down to Sabrosa. 1v3. Finds a Phantom to work with. 1 elimination, but Pancakes, who's already stuck, means that this double will go pretty much... Not really much for wear there, honestly. AKREW still win the round.
really chaotic. When you have this many vision blocking abilities between the fast lane and the Viper and the Astra smokes and all that jazz. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just vision blocking everywhere. There's stuns and flashes everywhere. Like, it just becomes an absolute hot mess, if we're honest. And a lot of it just comes down to how good is your team in managing those chaotic moments. How's the team play? How's the communication? How are you able to just quickly react to things and come out on top, and AKREW in that situation able to fight through all of that and make it happen?
A bit of a weird setup here. You know, Wardell had the solo AR last round, the kind of hero rifle that we monikered, but he was 2 away from an ult. I think a lot of the play was get 1 kill, and then even if you fall, you've got your tour ready to go. He was short of that coming into this round, so they do repurchase back up for him. It's expensive, and even more so now that Kempeki and Neon have found 2 more kills after the first blood, giving us a 5v2.
There are 2 defenders still here on the site. We are actually seeing Corey kind of slip through B site towards Arcade, now playing maybe under the tunnels. So they're really just split up here. There's really nothing they can do off of each other. And you start fearing for TSM here on the attack because they picked this map, so they seemingly had some type of game plan in mind. Now, granted, we don't know what that is because they've never played this map until now, but
Wardell's going to pull out the tour with the only full armor on the field, so you're kind of have to hope and pray that these ARs do cleanly come to at least bear some fruit. Otherwise, Wardell may be just trusted to find these opening picks, but once again, they're just continuing to play from the spawn side. They haven't even gone across ropes to play anything from bridge yet, and it looks like for now, AKREW's just happy to kind of keep reading it.
They're giving up dish, they're giving up A-halls, and they're just playing more passive on site since they have more of a stack towards B. They just want to try to, you know, hold these tight corners in the back, force TSM to spin utility, trying to clear their way into site. They will just keep dry peeking, though, and this is great because they're getting a lot of space for free. They haven't had to use any utility.
Well, now it's on to Com. He's right around the corner from a couple of players. Wardell down low, first blood, but it's immediately countered. Viper's ball goes up, Snakebite goes down. Rossi from the corner, Aftershock trying to push Com out of this position, but he stayed alive so successfully with their own utility. Now a corner, that's going to be good for Electo. Wardell in the corner, though, for 3 off the tour. Still 2 more shots to play off of it. Even catches Neon on the boost from what was going to be a showstopper play, and then the ace. Wardell, you give him a free sniper, he will make you pay.
And boy, was he a force to be reckoned with in that round. You thought AKREW was doing well initially. I mean, Calm was doing some big things up top of the site, but then Wardell got comfortable down low and just absolutely rinsed them, catching Neon in midair even. I mean, that...
Wow, what a momentum swinger.
Absolutely. Big aggression, though, here from AKREW. They're getting into A-halls here. Not making this easy on TSM to find space anymore.
Yeah,
and all out for Kempeki.
The thing about it was a grab well with the fault line trying to set Kempeki up for what would have been some chain lightning, but that's actually a push back now. Yeah,
they're relying on, you know, Calm to hold B with the Viper spit, but now he even has to rotate off that to help reinforce A, maybe. They're kind of second-guessing how they want to set this up. They still have 3 defenders near this A site, and Corey's low on health, so there's still some chances here for AKREW, but TSM making some headway.
What a big pick from Pancakes up top. Puts down Core after the null command had come through. And Pecky Neon also getting involved. Just Wardell and Rossi left. 2v4 situation. Aftershock comes through. Pancake's going to use that to clear out the boxes, and then the peaks come out. But it's Wardell with a sniper rifle. You almost feel like anything is possible after what happened last round, but this time much more challenging than last. Nearly gets an impressive flick, but Pancakes instead tallies the triple, and with that, AKREW go up 5-1. The efficiency margin maybe isn't as much as the paper would kind of lead you to believe.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Again, this map, there really is no set meta that we know works, right? I mean, it's still so new.
Spike making its way over through tree, and that's Kempeki who's going to be watching that play. There's the corner cross. Wardell falls. Cosmic Divide comes through offensively. The Boombot is out. So are the paint shells to help out Kempeki in case the flank comes through from the back. Rolling Thunder now in. And Kempeki's stayed alive, and there's been no breach here for TSM at all.
No, they still have lockdown available, though, so they might be able to use it to try to get control of this B site, but Kempeki up top of tower going to find Corey. They have the 2-man advantage now, and it's just getting worse for TSM as each second passes. No more lockdown available now.
This one's going to be over.
10 seconds left.
Waco Sabrosa at this point, I think you just back away, try to save, maybe get a couple of kills if they chase you down, which is exactly what Pancakes was trying to do. But for TSM, it's just like their moment to go. They kind of just got pinned up. Neon hits the first shot, and everything just comes to an immediate stop. I kept holding the mic there because I thought they were going to keep trying to push through it, but they never did.
This is the Boombot one direction and Paint Shells the other direction, so he's basically trying to stall out both chokes. You can see it right there. You threw that boombot down, then turned around for the other. Campeki up top catches Corey looking for a trade in sight. But they come into this round with a lockdown and Rolling Thunder available. So they definitely have some big tools to utilize to get a sight, but firepower is one of the things they don't have in this round. Just that one Vandal on Aleko. Hey, at least they're coming dish this time. It's a little bit of a split on A. Rolling Thunder to clear sight.
Yeah, but nobody from AKREW's actually on the site, and Com just spams through the double Nebula. Tallies up a first blood, plus more damage onto Rossi. Second clip also being sent through. Aftershock queued up and then thrown. Pancakes looking to flush players out, and it's just so good. It's just the awareness that Pancakes has of where exactly he's throwing that and where exactly the peak would happen is beautifully done. Campeki now, high gear, coming out. Also the relay bolt, unreal stuff. It's just too complete. I know this is a light buy round, just pistol upgrades, but still, it's just another Prime Gaming flawless on the table unless Corey has something to say about it. Which he does.
That's one thing. That's a good opening statement. Does he have a rebuttal? No. Campeki wins that debate. Vandal to his dome. Swing an angle even wider to set up someone that comes shallow and have like basically a guaranteed trade. You know, yeah, she definitely can be a handful to deal with. Ooh, that was almost dirty from Dion.
First look we've had towards A ropes hits from TSM. Nebula to block off the actual point of ingress here as they continue to try to zone off maybe defenders from getting to Lincoln. This is the first real TSM look where they've stalled reinforcements by this positioning, and they deal with Com quickly, which is also something they have not been able to do in previous rounds. So now AKREW kind of have to restructure, see what they want to do. Sabrosa, trigger discipline. Does he not see the player up top? Sure does! Sabrosa for the double. Spike gets planted in TSM in a 4v2.
Gonna be a very tough retake here for Campeki and Neon, especially with an op involved, and that doesn't give Neon a lot of flexibility. They just have to play for exits here, honestly. They have plenty of cushion to do so.
The relay bolt does actually connect. Fault line to counter. Rossi deals with Campeki. Now it's just on to Neon with an operator. You feel like Neon will just allow this operator to stay in his hands. Probably not going to play for too much, maybe outside of an aggressive peek for an exit, which he does get one. TSM, do you chase this down?
Yes.
What they want to, and Aleko will reward himself with an operator to bring it to the next.
Sub-Rosa catching this number right here was pivotal, you feel. That was the X-Factor moment of the round. Neon not too far off a showstopper. Campeki not too far off the overdrive either. No ults other than a lockdown available for TSM, but they're close to a few of their own. Kind of the more typical thing you see on defensive Fracture, right? Just getting control of something. They're setting up the quick flanks on A, setting up for that retake while still leaving a little bit behind on B in case they need the defense there.
Oh, Campeki, good information. Relay bolt comes through. It does actually connect. Sabrosa able to at least reward one elimination in response, but it's not going to be good enough for anything near an A take as we go into a very early 4v3 with still 60 seconds to play.
Yeah, a lot of time here for TSM to still try to figure this out, but they are a man down, and again, a lot of space of the map being taken by AKREW. Big shot from Wardell, though. Rossi turns at just the wrong time. Campeki, big, now has ult available if need be. May not require it. Won't even matter. Doesn't get the choice. Wardell takes him off the board the op.
Oh! It is a 1-for-1 trade, but the damage has been dealt again off the long-range barrel of Wardell. Gucci, Aleko, 1v1. Dust may need to change his pants.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's the thing.
And Aleko's going to get this plant off. Gucci wants the challenge early. X-ray off. See what he sees. Nothing past the Radianite corner as of yet. No utility for Gucci. Has to do this dry. Comes around the corner and Aleko just gets caught looking the wrong way. An opportunity for TSM just missed.
Yeah, he's got no intel. He's stuck behind the spike. He's just having to guess, and Gucci's giving him a little extra. Let him know what happened. Well, nothing like some good old body squats to get the blood flowing.
Oh, so we do see it from Aleko's POV. He goes to check the corner and just barely misses the timing on the peak to see Gucci. It's unfortunate.
He's dominated that particular duel. But yeah, AKREW is certainly dictating the pace of the half. Again, they've mixed their aggression and stacks very well defensively, being very dynamic on their setups.
Another round where the tour comes out. Defensive aggression coming out with the Rolling Thunder around the corner. No! Sabrosa deep. He was also, I believe, affected by the Rolling Thunder, but taps away and finds the head of Neon. Campeki also in the overdrive on the flank, and oh boy, they melt. 2 kills come through, and that's all of the attacking spawn completely cleared, including the spike that's down.
Yeah, the rest of the attack is coming through B side. They have kind of bypassed Com, But Calm could flank them at any moment. And again, the biggest problem is that the spike is down, but Wardell, tour de force, didn't even get to pull the trigger. Calm with the headshot from behind. And it is just now Corey and Rossi left much the way of the half. I'm surprised they didn't pick split. I mean, I know that AKREW has, been really good on split. I don't think they've lost a game yet, actually, since they put this 5 together. But TSM has won split every game this tournament so far, I believe. I know Breeze wasn't even an option. AKREW banned that. That's been another big map for TSM throughout the bracket.
I'm not going to lie to you, Dust. The KO has found no value. Like, 1 assist so far. Obviously, the 4 and 10 is, the KD says a lot, too. But the fact that you don't have any assists, I don't even think I've seen a full flash come through yet. Maybe now we have, as Corey will find a first blood. Around the corner, Kanpeki looking to still keep the aggression on, and he does get punished. Pancakes for 1 in response, but getting suppressed and getting chased. Does get away. And actually peek. Flash comes through to push him back. Wardell also in the mix, and it looks like TSM finally hit the go trigger, and with that, they will win the 12th round. Welcome back, one and all. A very convincing first half from AKREW, and save some special moments from Wardell. TSM need to find a path to recovery and do it quickly here in this opening pistol. It's shift with Dust. We have swapped the side, so TSM now get a chance to set themselves up and hopefully find some success on defense.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot of it to try to stay alive. I mean, again, this is the lower bracket. If you lose your out, you have to play Open Qualifier 2 next week. Winner, again, gets to play guard for a slot in the main event. So definitely a lot on the line here. And Sub Rosa, nice start. Gets a trap onto Neon and gets the frag.
Becky through the Nebula. Contest it nearby, but Rossi actually more deterred by somebody else. Aftershock comes through. It's actually going to stall Kanpeki from being able to chase down the kill. And in the same moment, Aleko grabbing a double. Now.
Okay.
Oh boy, okay.
Stop. Not like this.
High gears, nuts.
It is nuts. But Corey able to get in behind, leaving Calm all by his lonesome here. Sub Rose is low on health. He'll never get to finish the job. Corey swings in, I believe, for 2 that round. So, well done. That's a desperately needed round for TSM to hang around in this map. That's for sure.
Especially if you're playing it like kind of a bait and switch situation where somebody kind of peeks early and then backs up just for the shoulder, and then Kanpeki can slide underneath it. We've seen that a couple of different times, and it's really been successful for them. So, off the pistol loss, now it's on to AKREW to try to respond into the SMGs of TSM, and I like this from TSM. Get a little bit more aggressive. You know you have the firepower. Gravwell, Paint Shells combo, but one is thrown out in response, and that actually pushes TSM back a touch.
You are seeing them double back up here on A.
Flash comes through. Sabrosa, Gravwell just to try to split up this offense. Fault line does affect. Oh, and then a flash also coming through, but Sabrosa's allowed to survive here. They know he's in the corner, and especially now. Relay Bolt comes out, Pancakes finally with a jump peek, but Aleko is there to at least find 1 trade, but it's not enough. Those are 2 SMGs that are going to be picked up, and all of a sudden we're 3v3.
I guess you can't tell me yet. You don't read the future, but if they wind up winning this round, this would be devastating. As we are seeing them now start pinching onto B. Corey trying to find a good timing. Gets caught with his pants down, though. At least a fragment lands the kill on Kanpeki to ease that pain. Back into a 2-on-2. Spike still not committed.
This long-range battle, though, was a difficult one for Gucci.
Yeah. Still, TSM very much up against the ropes. But if they can win here, might be able to find themselves out. That's really the difference. And we also see Rossi has pushed bottom side B. So they're pinching the bottom side of the map. And they do have 1 player sitting here kind of waiting for that. It's Calm. But, oh, he's been spotted. Wait, has he been?
Or
hello,
has he?
Sabrosa? Okay.
Okay.
About to say, you might need to go see your optometrist.
But with that information on the aggressive push through, now AKREW quickly rotating through Arcade. Corey's here. Depression comes out, but the 0 point, it does tag up 2. Both players defensively for TSM, hunkered up in the canteen. Aleko, first one forward, does go 1 for 1. That's not bad. The problem is, can Rossi get here to help? Yes, sir! A double alongside Sabrosa, and a huge cleanup for TSM.
Some trigger discipline trying to find a second player even. But, yeah, all in all, TSM doing what they need to do to get back into this one.
Yes, absolutely. Good information here for Corey as he sees Neon go right through the toxic screen up top the B tower. But how does Corey survive through this potential play, as that B tower position is a huge one for AKREW just to get for free? You've got Calm working from the bottom side, and TSM are just looking to maybe contest the cross, as 4 players are either waiting in Canteen or B-Link.
You know, you can't just play sites basic. You know, you have to try to gamble a little bit, and so it just kind of puts you in situations where you're going to have to just have really good retakes. And, well, it may not even come down to that. Sabrosa just strikes for 2 right away.
Yeah, I love that. 0 point out. Peak comes in simultaneously. You go 2 for 1. However, Gucci still gets on and will be allowed to plant. Com has not revealed themselves. Actually, no, Corey gets the kill before the spike gets fully planted. Massive moment, although Com still coming from the backside over through B main, continues to put a bit of a split pressure onto TSM. Although most of that pressure now has been alleviated, leaving Kenpecky at B tower for a 1v3 with just a Sheriff and not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Will not be able to find even one of the 3 that were available.
We do have a little bit of a stack for TSM towards A side of the map to kick this thing off, and so AKREW may catch a very deadly timing on this B site. As he now takes a new angle onside A site, AKREW looking to split A, and it really is only Wardell here. And again, they have a lot of alts to put into use to attack this site. Wardell trying to get himself into the corner here with the op. I mean, he is done for, sure.
Yeah. Fast track, though, does get mostly delayed by the gravity well. Counter Rolling Thunder coming through defensively. It does find a lot of value. TSM moving quickly, but can they find any kills? That's the question. So far, no. Decay starts to come through, but Aleko getting around the Viper's pit does allow first blood to happen finally onto Neon. 23 seconds. The spike is down as Wardell takes out Gucci. And they'll never even attempted to get it onto site, really, largely. So now it's just down to the eliminations. 3v3 the situation. 13 seconds on the clock. Wardell still watching from drop. Able to take down one more into Pancakes, and Kenpecky's out. There's really not an opportunity for him to come back and maybe even find this. And Wardell gets one more elimination. Com is still trying to hold inside, but nothing to be found. Man. And how big is the kill, by the way, that we saw it on replay? Where Wardell through the Viper's pit just connects. That was onto Gucci, who had the spike, by the way. So, like, that blind shot very well may have been a huge difference maker as well. Heavy stack over towards B desk and arcade. Bench rather, not desk. There's no desk over there. Cross comes through. Corey a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. Kenpecky actually finds elimination plus a weapon, and then, oh, right over to the top. Gets away from what looked to be maybe a crossing angle that could have been held. And with that, now all of a sudden, Kenpecky's got a rifle to play with in a 5v4.
Here.
Yeah, good start for AKREW. They can build off of it. Aleko says no. Able to get a kill at the aftershock there onto Old Gut. As this B attack is being slowed down. Spike finally is going to get planted, however. Now we're on equal numbers. See if TSM have their retaken shoes on. I don't know what kind of shoes they would be, but they need them.
Showstopper to try to re-break in. Neon throws it out actually to stall, pardon me. And then flashed up with the Stinger, finds a kill, 5 HP. Tries to make a greedy play for the rifle, not going to make a difference as Pancakes and Com now watching from the back entrance towards tunnel. Oh, and Pancakes, how good is he? Double with the Sheriff, leaves it all into Sabrosa. Thrifty, potentially top-decked card here. Sabrosa in, Cosmic Divide comes through, fault line will affect, but Sabrosa tried to hold, and now here come the reinforcements. Thrifty round comes out for AKREW.
This is a very scrappy fight over towards B side, if we're honest, but big kill there from Kenpecky. Huge from Neon to win that fight over Aleko while blind. And then Pancakes with the Sheriff just teed off. And that's a big round for AKREW because they did not have that much going into that. Wardell does have Tour de Force available. Lockdown also available for TSM for a retake.
It's a massive round for TSM, by the way.
Oh, no!
Aggressive peak from Wardell punished, and I was going to say this round for TSM, if they lose this, they're all pretty much zeroed out in economy. This is going to be not just 11, this is looking like 12 if AKREW win this, so TSM need to find the way to get this 4v5. An even exchange now turns into a 3v4. Rossi trying to get away, not allowed to. AKREW, big numbers advantage. Aleko, good aftershock. That forces Gucci to stall. Fault line does not connect in time, though, to maybe even confirm a kill. Neon watching the corner cross, and now focuses over towards Jens, which is where Aleko is currently residing. Missed shot, but Aleko cannot confirm. Long-range Spectre shots cannot get the full kill after the reload, though the more difficult second fight through the Nebula does connect, so now we've got a 2v3.
There is a hope for TSM. They have the firepower, they have some time, but that might just end it.
Been kind of a trademark of AKREW on Fracture so far in the 2 instances that we've seen them play this map.
Right. Man. As you said, TSM's economy is getting to a very dangerous place. A couple of Bulldogs having to come out here again. First fire of that gun, very powerful now.
Rolling Thunder.
Orbs. Yep.
All right, the take is going to be in. Kenpecky, high gear, Finds one, also deletes the rendezvous. Not that it's going to make much of a difference because Wardell's playing from A halls. Thing is, now he's about to be completely isolated. This aftershock is going to be it. So the spike should be planted, and now TSM have to retake 3v4.
Good luck. They do have a lockdown available. Aleko's one away from Rolling Thunder. They have Null Command as well, so they have some options. They need to make it work because, like you said, their economy is going to be busted if this doesn't work. They have to send it.
There's the Null Command. Kentucky had already thrown on a replay bolt, and you still have a snake bite coming through, and they just go. AKREW just goes. Don't even allow you the chance to even consider how you want to place those ults. And that puts AKREW on map point.
Angle clearing abilities in play with these agents, and AKREW has just weathered the storm a little bit better, just overall. So I think that's been kind of the key differences. And all we're seeing this Rolling Thunder coming to play, though, for an aggressive bottom B push. And the catch is calm. Nicely done. And that's what I'm talking about. They haven't really had that happen much for them this half.
They aren't able to go over and collect the weapon, though. So now Wardell by himself. Decent to go 1-for-1 and also secure some damage on the Pancakes, who now wants to actually zone forward by generators. Aleko, last couple of shots left. The Spectre gets the reload off, and there's help from Corey. Not going to need it necessarily. It's Aleko for 3. Tail between his legs, running back, gets the reload and says, this is the new ground that I'll stand on, and TSM survive.
And they just need to force 3 more to try to get into overtime. They do have lockdown still available on Rossi. No ults in play for AKREW.
AKREW once again going to use 4 members to play through Dish. Calm, the only lone member, trying to play off of his own toxic screen, and actually that could lead to a 1v2. Sabrosa around the corner. Calm holding tightly. Wall goes up. Sabrosa, nice correctional shot to find the headshot. Now the fast lane goes down as AKREW try to hit. Showstopper well is for Neon, as Kenpecky is able to find first blood. Showstopper to create space, and that's going to lead to a plant.
Yeah, he's just kind of scaring TSM back to make sure that they have side control and the plant. Now it's going to be a 4-on-4 retake. TSM need it. Again, they need all 3 to try to force that overtime. Kenpecky, though, shutting Sabrosa off on the bottom side of the map. Not going to allow any more room to come from there. It's now mostly going to be coming from Dish and A halls.
Pancakes, here's this.
Oh, here's a lockdown. They need this to work.
Aftershock could deal with it, though. Yeah, it should delete it. Does it? No, it doesn't actually delete it. So wait a second. TSM are still possibly able to push this back. All the last members are sitting over towards A halls. Fragment goes out. There's still flashes to play with, but they're trying to challenge our TSM. Aleko, could he be heroic again? Overdrive out for Kenpecky. Long range shots are not going to do it. But you've got to stick for the defuse, and there's not enough time. AKREW will survive through it. TSM gave themselves a chance, but it's AKREW who go up 1-0.